Welcome back to Last Epoch. We're playing as a rogue, currently level 8. In the previous episode, we met with one of the keepers named Balthus and saw him being kidnapped by Orion, who was riding one white drake. We're back at the encampment. We need to speak with Keeper Lena and also learned about some woman being kidnapped somewhere in the highlands. So I'm sure we're going to be heading there next. There's another character here. This is another player. I like this. What is it, a claymore? Two-handed sword. Has some interesting equipment.
Everything okay? Where's Balthus?
Yeah, about Balthus.
What? What happened?
It was a giant drake, and yeah.
That must be Orion. If he captured Balthus, he's in danger. An Osprey's general. He's the one leading the hunt for us.
I'm guessing a climactic battle with Orion is
What happened to
up
the
next.
artifacts Balthus was protecting?
What artifact? So, I'm guessing Balthus still has it with him?
That must be what they were after. We have to save Balthus. Get him and the Epoch back.
So where are we supposed to look for
Their
them?
camp is not far. I'll have to organize a group. Go after him. Are you sure? I could gather soldiers. Have them come with you.
Yeah. So we can volunteer to go in alone. I don't really mind, honestly.
You'll walk into an entire army of Ospreys. Stay safe. Stay alive. And bring Balthus back.
We gain a passive point, some experience. I'm surprised we didn't have the option to ask for some soldiers to escort us. Then again, it probably wouldn't end well. It wouldn't end well for them. I also switched to the bow and the quiver we picked up. If it doesn't work, we're gonna use the short spear again. The stanchions proved to be pretty efficient. It definitely works with even the flask attacks, even though you get this from a melee weapon and you would expect only melee strikes to apply stun. Yeah, it works that way. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's not meant to, but we can use it nonetheless. If the bow doesn't work, well, we can fall back to the sword spear. We have a point. This is a rogue point. Yeah, this is a rogue passive point. Let's apply one more point to Swift Assassin. So we have more attack speed and also physical damage. Applies to throwing speed as well. Yeah, melee attacks, bow attacks. What more can you ask for? And these are the highlights. If you remember, the last time we tried to cross the bridge, there was a group of soldiers that refused to let us pass. I guess they're gone now, or maybe the keepers gave the order to leave. So we're looking for some kidnapped woman, and we need to find the camp. Can make some pretty swift attacks. Is it this way?
Charge as Orion ordered. It ends here.
Hey, I think that's her. We're gonna have to deal with... Oh, look at all these enemies. There's a cloth hood, some intelligence shards. Do we need intelligence? Probably not. I'm assuming it's more of a wizard, or maybe the acolyte class would want. There's a birch bow. Okay, you can pick that up. Poignard. There's a cloth hood. And a dying keeper. It was a trap, she says. They use them as bait. They plan to ambush anyone who... Yeah, too late for that now. Wait, she's dead? No, she's still moving, I think. There's the root staff. Lots of enemies. Divine Era, the Osprey's War Camp. Hey, there's a way gate here. Let's activate this what is it? Sigil. One more mask.
As a riot order.
Easy. Too easy.
What is this? You can see a phoenix. Way too many enemies. And we're out of mana. What did I get? Spell damage, resistance. The sword and the traveling staff. Melee critical chance. No, I don't think this is a good piece either way. The caster doesn't really care about physical damage, melee physical damage.
It ends here.
They have the annoying tendency to try to ambush on every bridge or narrow path. Don't tell me these are crates. Well, now we've seen everything. The 20-sided crate. Is Balthus here? You can see a minimap icon, but I have no idea what that is. broken sword and a bird's bow. Let me... Try this one. This... I don't think this leads anywhere. Melee lightning damage. Sure. And void resistance. Ivory dice. Don't really care about minion damage. Give me a moment here. So we're definitely equipping this one. 15 health. Probably have a better piece. Damage over time. Bow fire damage. Could this be better? I do like the idea of slowing and blinding enemies. %16 damage over time. Doesn't this affect the flask? Let's try... Yes, it does. So hold on. This one is 109. This one is not better than what we currently have. And we reach the summit. We keep ascending.
I can still feel the flame searing across me, stealing my wing and my eye. Yet, I saw it. The flames of prophecy revealed that these rats hid a treasure, one far more powerful than anyone could conceive.
Orion's Journal. That looks like a battle arena.
Epoch. Reaching me was impressive, but it's mine. Co-member wing.
I don't understand why he needs a drake. Looks like he has got... Doesn't Orion has wings? Have wings? Looks like it. Just keep lobbing these poison bombs.
The Epoch is ours! Raya! In me!
And I think Orion is down.
Raya!
I guess Raya has to find a new champion. Or envoy. Whatever Orion was. Chance to poison and hit. There's another silver ring.
No, get me out of here!
And more lightning damage. Not gonna bother with those. This one gives us 5 health. I think it's better. And transfer.
Oh, terror. My knees. Such large creatures, those ospreys sure build a tiny cage. I will be, thanks to you. Let me just grab these. There. The shards of the Epoch are safe. I was worried for a moment.
Care to explain?
The Epoch. Oh, it's a Terra's most sacred artifact, holding great power. The power to travel through time. If Raya were to get his talons on it, he would surely win the war. More than that, he'd be untouchable.
So how many shards there are? We read a note about at least 3 of them.
Just one. Each shard is part of the whole. We keep them separated for protection. This responsibility makes the Keepers what we are.
I see.
2 of them. The one I keep with me and the one from the vault. The third should be back at camp by now.
Was that Gale that we met after the intro?
Lena sent him after it. Alone.
She did. Well, she asked him to check. Don't remember what the area was called.
No. There's no time.
Should we go back?
The alternative would be to leave one with Lena, drawing the Osprix's attention to her. No, I could not let that happen.
Right, she did send someone to the vault below the mountains.
Yes, though right now with Raya at our heels, vaults are no longer enough. Now, I find a new course of action. Take the Epoch somewhere Raya can't reach. Which, speaking of, let's head back to camp. I must reach Lena at once.
Right, so this was the waygate at the summit. Now it's active. I'm not sure if we have a reason to come back here.
I must remind myself to find suitable provisions for Emberwing. Prey in this area upset a Drake's stomach. Balroth in particular. Could I would simply feed him soldiers that question our bond. I admit, I have a bias for the creature. He's strong and more reliable than half those under my command. Plus, we have both been marred by flames.
Well, Orion is not going to be causing trouble anymore. We can teleport back. We also need to speak to the farmer, or whatever the person that sends us to find the missing keepers was.
The Terror's blessing.
Right. The call was actually a trap. Did the woman return? Good question. Did she return? They have not. So I guess they didn't make it. Well, yeah. Sorry for your loss, but we really need to be moving. He's going to recover the bodies. Sounds good to me. And yeah. There's not much we can do about them. Wait, who is this? So Grail took off, probably to the vault. Did he find... Well, what did he find? Some kind of weapon. Can we buy anything else? There's a belt. The Rune of Shattering. Destroys an item, creating... Wait, destroys an item? I think I want something like this. let's sell this one. We're gonna keep the short spear. You never know when we might need to swap to a... Wait. Did the game freeze there for a moment? Maybe it's just me. So there's Balthus. Who do I need to speak to?
He's back. And it's all thanks to you. He's been quiet since he returned. If you could speak with him, I'd be grateful. Then we can begin our talks.
One more point to apply. One more in Swift Assassin. And we unlock the decoy skill. We throw a device that creates a decoy. It's going to taunt enemies for 2.5 seconds and then explode. Costs 40 points of mana. That is honestly... At the same time, this may save your life if you really need to. Take enemies' attention away from you. I'm not sure. We're not using Cinder Strike that much. Could possibly replace it with a decoy here. Let's test this one out. Can swap freely. It's specializing in a skill that takes a bit of time. You can just click on these 5 slots and yeah, just swap these. Okay, where were the skills? There's one here. Can increase the poison duration. Additional chance to poison, chance to shred enemy poison resistance. Additional chance to poison sounds good. Yeah, now it's 50%. I'm not sure what the base chance to poison is. It definitely... You know, 50% chance, but what is the default chance to poison? I don't know. We're doing decent damage though. Doesn't matter that much. Oh, and I didn't apply a point here. Swift recovery. Okay, now it's going to heal us for 30 points. And even restore mana. 4 points is honestly not that much. But, yeah. 3 points here and then we can get momentum. I like the idea of having a movement speed increase. Only for half a second. They're being really stingy with these movement speed buffs.
He's back. And it's all thanks to you.
You're back.
So what's the plan, old man?
Now, we must protect the Epoch. Find a way Soraya won't get to them.
So I guess we need to find Grail in the third one?
Not fully. Eterra left their secrets to us and to us alone.
It is still not clear what the Epoch is or what it does. What did Balthus say? It was some type of relic left by the goddess who is now gone, basically. Reminds me of the intro of Elden Ring, where the queen is gone, basically.
I have ideas, though Lena will disagree. Well, we are keepers after all, protectors of Eterra's past, collectors of lost history. Do you think we've made a mistake?
Honestly, I'm not sure what he's on about.
Going through the motions. Keeping the shards hidden, it's all been ritual. I feel as though drastic times are upon us. And now, you know about them too. Fate has already shown its hand. I apologize. You might become part of something greater. I only have 2 shards, but that's enough. I'll keep them safe. Lena, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you too. This is what's best for us all. With the Epoch's power, I'll finally be able to...
What is he doing? Oh, he's gone. The ruined era. Did we just... Wait a minute. Weren't we in the divine era just now? Chapter 2. Yes. We're no longer in -12. We've traveled, what? 1,300 years into the future. The end of time. One of the blue shards. This one looks corrupted somehow. So we are in the crumbling ruins. The last refuge outskirts.
What is this place? I don't seem to have gone far, but everything looks so different. Is there anyone here?
Could this be the area we're standing? Yes. The statue is here. This is the same statue from the Keeper encampment. Well. Oh, look at that. The void maggots. So the future is basically a Lovecraftian nightmare. Void despair. Someone's reflections. Bandit helmet. What is this? Willem. And where exactly is here? Only elders and rangers are allowed. Cultists. We're not cultists. It's... The void leeches off them. And what is the last refuge? I think we can just follow him. What is this? They're torturing giants. refugee guard.
They won't forget that one.
They're not even trying to help us here.
Who are you?
This is Frant. So the creatures of the void tear their way out of the darkness, killing and consuming people. Beautiful.
Where are
Terra,
you
watch
going?
over you.
This is Elder Baron. Yeah, we're not a cultist, though he's an old man or an old woman. We do have... He knows about the shards. Presented to the council, sure. And he's not going to offer us any help.
Gods.
Yeah. Well, maybe Willem is gonna follow us? No, I guess not. So we're now in the outskirts of the last refuge.
Yes?
This is Braven, the captain of the guard. How do we get to the council chambers? At the city center, listen. He's gonna send us on another quest. Elder Erza. He's trapped inside what? Completed a quest.
Gods be with you.
Can apply one more point, can get guile. And also evasion. Reduces the damage we take while moving. That sounds interesting. Every third melee throwing or bow attack deals increased damage. The lethal cadence. Dodge and parry, we have additional dodge rating and a chance to receive a glancing blow. What is a glancing blow? So glancing blows deal 30%, 35% less damage. That doesn't sound bad at all. But we can probably get... Wait a minute. Guile is 10 dodge. Poison resistance. Well, fine. Dodge and parry. Sure. I have no idea what to expect. I'm going to try and somehow balance offense and defense and just hope for the best. Minimus. Right, so people are trapped in the outskirts. We need to help them evacuate. There's Wick, Grund, Elder Mossburn. So I guess he's not going to make it. And really, they just don't want to cross the bridge to help him. More health. A lot more health. Many of these enemies take a while to kill. See a path. What? What was that? A rune person? No, a rune prison. Sealed and temporarily displaced. Dangerous arcane experiments. What am I looking at?
Gods be with you.
So this is Mossburn. This is one of the people that the other guard warned us about. Can probably... We clear the path and guess they should be safe.
Stay safe.
Someone standing to the wounded. Elemental damage. Yeah. The Captain's Ring. Stun avoidance. So all hits can have a chance to stun based on damage. Stun avoidance reduces that chance. Doesn't look bad, but my rings are pretty solid right now. I like the movement speed a lot. Physical resistance. Maybe we can craft this one. Mana, physical, and... Wait. Physical and lightning resistance. So we gain a lot of armor. Oh, we lose physical resistance. Then it's probably not worth it.
They won't forget.
There's a bridge. Can we flip the lever? We can. This is Wick. So yeah, we should ask him to evacuate. Well. So wait a minute. We're missing one, right? We found the Elder, we found Wick. Seven mana. Can even damage those. a lot of health. We're gonna leave them be. And flip. Those healing monsters are tough as nails. So how do I reach... Wait a minute. Another worm? Level 12. You can see a chest. Is that the farmer? Oh, there's a refugee guard. A refugee? Wait, no, refuge guard.
What brings you here?
And this is Grunt. They're slaughtering his beasts, driving them mad. What are these creatures? So, what are we dealing with, really? Creatures of the void?
Eterra's grace be with you.
Frightened roll. So they're normally friendly. This one has been touched by the void. Let's apply these points. Are we safe here? Okay, dodge and parry. We get some dodge chance and of course a chance to receive glancing blows, which deal 35% less damage, if I remember correctly. Health on melee hit, a Gladius. I think they're fighting someone. Wait a minute. There's a...
That was close.
It wasn't that bad. Here he is. Blasting the void maggots. What is he using? Void fused bats.
Keep them off me. Only a little longer. Impressive. Go on. I'll be
What?
right behind you.
Void penance. Is it down? It is. And all we got was a brass scepter. Could really use some decent items at this point. Is he following us? The Ruined Era. Council Chambers. Can improve items using shards and runes at any time by opening the forge. Right, we can press F. Let's place that. We can probably transfer these materials. Void resistance. Let's see. We lose movement speed, health. We'll gain dodge. I honestly prefer the 8% movement speed. Captain's ring. The garb. We're gonna lose a lot of dodge. Probably sell everything. Where's this? Is that the farmer?
What?
No, it's the elder. So he needs a favor. It looks grim. He needs his ledger. Really? He's going to share one of the trinkets liberated from the slums.
Go on then.
So where is this? Somewhere in the library.
Bah.
And where is the library? Oh. So past the last archive. There's the Penion study. Is the star symbol... I'm not sure what they mean. Okay, there's nothing else here. This is the captain. I mean, we helped anyone we could. And now we're rewarded. Experience, gold, passive points. Let's apply these before I forget. Let's grab the dodge and parry. When we use a skill that costs 0 mana, we regain health and mana when we hit an enemy. Doesn't sound bad. Only 2 points of mana. Who is this? Another player.
May I share a smile upon you?
This is Giova the Archivist.
Greetings.
And the Chronomancer.
Do not dwell on regrets.
Yes?
Anya the Blacksmith. Let me try and sell what I can here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the spear. There's a pike, chance to blind, crit. There's a split greatsword. Leather boots. So hold on. This one does 18 melee damage, this one is 30. Okay. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Grolhide coat. This is 52. Rusted cleaver. It's a one-handed axe.
Follow your feet.
You. I can sense that you have a shard of the Epoch, but that is impossible. Who are you?
Good question.
I see. We have relied on the power of our shard for ages, always assuming the others were lost. And it seems only tapping into a fraction of its potential. You were brought forward in time by the shard. If you want to return to your time, we will need to use them together. If the void does not consume us first, of course.
I have to admit, these tentacles moving in the background are somewhat unnerving. We can ask about the void.
The void fell upon our world hundreds of years ago. All-consuming darkness spread across the surface and drove us into these caves. The last city of humanity. Last refuge. Now that the void has finally found us, it will reach this place and snuff us out. Elder Panion is an expert at using the shard. He can weaponize it against the void. I have received word that his study is under attack. We may be out of time.
And ask him about the shards as well.
They are the shards of the Epoch, a relic said to have power over fate itself. And after hearing your story, I have no doubt in this now. It was broken into 3 shards long ago. We relied on one of them to sustain this place ever since the void destroyed the surface.
You know, this makes me wonder. We ended up with one of the shards. What about Balthus? I guess we're gonna find out eventually.
We thought the other shards were lost, but with yours, we may have hope of surviving this. Everyone here is either too old or too injured to go warn Elder Panion, except for you. Please, find him and have him return here before something terrible happens. Please, take these idols with you. An idol of Lagon to guard you against chaos, and one of Eterra to guide you home. Wherever that may be. The gods have long left this world, but their memory will give you comfort. Be safe, traveler.
Gain 4 idle slots. Not sure what these are. We have a chance to gain 30 ward and cold resistance. Necrotic damage and minion necrotic damage. So we unlocked some idle slots here, and I guess we can unlock even more. We can unlock additional ones by completing main story and side quests. Fair enough. Can equip this one. So we have a chance to gain ward. What was ward again? So ward is going to absorb damage before health. Does not have a cap and will decay over time. I see. The more ward we have, the quicker it's going to decay. Endurance is going to reduce damage dealt to us. But wait, only when our health is below the endurance threshold, which is 52. So I'm guessing about 1/5. Well, I mean, 1/5. That's of questionable effectiveness. If we have 52 health, we're probably going to die even with the reduction, unless you have that much endurance that... Yeah, okay. Are we going to use necrotic damage? Minions? Probably not. Who is this?
Feeling lucky?
We can gamble. Okay, what can we gamble on? Oh, equipment. Ritual stones, broken swords. spikes. Split great swords. That's a lot of money. Short bows. Okay. So now we know where we can spend money. We can afford, I mean, cost us what? About 1,000 gold for one. We can gamble on 2 items. That being said, before we head to the library and Anion study, I think it's good time to end the episode here. We're gonna enter the last archive in the next part. And so far, last Epoch, hey, it's been great. I'm going to definitely try and figure out how to get this character to endgame. I'm assuming there's a main story or campaign with all the different eras around here. There's of course the end of time, but I'm guessing this is going to be the end game, the end of time, level 25. Oh, maybe not. Maybe the end of time is not the end of the campaign. Who knows? Either way, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next part.